Hi, I'm Michaela, and today I'm going to show you how you can finally know your skin undertone at home like a professional image consultant would do it. And no, you don't need to look at the color of your veins, or it has nothing to do with how well you tan, and you won't need to be comparing gold and silver jewelry onto your skin. I'm going to show you how I've learned it through professional image consultants, and then we will try to place you in one of the 4 seasons of the seasonal color analysis. So just before we start, I just wanted to say how I learned these things. I actually did 2 courses in Argentina. One was with Soledad Valenti in the city that I'm from, in Cordoba, Argentina. And the other one was with Carolina Aubel, who is the owner of Maison Aubel, who is probably the biggest image consulting academy or institution in Argentina. She is the author of these 2 books. This one is Color. This is all about what I'm going to be talking about later on in the video. It's about seasonal color analysis and how to make yourself look better through color. And then this one is about closet and clothes and everything you need to know about basic, etc. Besides that, I've always been interested in image, and I've done a lot of research on my own account. I've watched many videos, and I'm very well informed. I've also helped my friends and family. I've also applied this stuff obviously to my own image and to myself. So yeah, let's get right into it. To be able to tell your skin undertone, you will need these. These are just a fabric that reflect light. You could probably get this in any fabric store. I've had these for years. I actually got them in one of the courses that I did back in Argentina. In Spanish, these are called lamé, but I don't know exactly what the material name is in English. So you can just go to a fabric store and try to look for these. What you just do, you just cut a piece and then you can hem the sides like this one. And then you just have your tool ready for whenever you need to know your own skin undertone or any of your friends or families. I'm sure you can share these. If you don't have these and you can't find them anywhere, what you can do is you can use, and this is very effective too, I've seen people use these before. There are camera light reflectors that usually come in a circle. They can probably come in all sizes. I've seen them in circles where photographers use them for their photo shoots, where they use them to be able to reflect the natural light onto the model or the object or the subject that they want to photograph. Those ones are basically the same thing, and they'll be just as effective. If you don't have these and you don't have a camera light reflector, I would suggest you just try to find these, because this is the most effective way that you'll be able to tell your skin undertone. How you use these is you will go in front of a natural light source. You will not go into direct sunlight, because sunlight is obviously more golden. It will reflect that color on your skin, and also it'll be a little bit too harsh to be able to tell. Before anything, you're going to pull your hair back out of your face, and you're going to do this without any makeup at all. No makeup at all, no under eye corrector, no concealer. You're just going to do it with a ponytail or a bun, or just put your hair back with some pins. And yeah, so you will go to, hopefully if you have a nice open window or just a space that is luminous where you can reflect some light on these, and you will put them on a flat surface. If you have somebody to help you pull them, great, but if you're by yourself, you're obviously going to want to do this in front of a mirror too, because you want to see how the light reflects on your skin. So how you do it, you put it on a flat surface, you reflect it over your face underneath your chin, and you just try to angle it and move it so the light will reflect directly on your face from the fabrics or from the light reflector. Once you have found a place to do that, and you're in front of the mirror and you're looking at the light reflection, you're going to look, and in some people you'll be able to tell which light complements you immediately. You'll be able to immediately see that the golden light makes your face look just healthier, makes your skin look brighter, and it gives you a natural glow. And in other people, gold will obviously not do that, and silver will do that. If you cannot tell immediately and you're having a hard time, which will be a lot of cases, you're just going to take your time and be very patient, and you're going to look at your eyes, the white part of your eyes. If they're whiter with one light reflector, or with the other. If you can't tell that, you're going to look at any wrinkles or any imperfections that you have. If you have dark circles, which one makes your circles under your eyes look darker, and if you have any blemishes or imperfections, which one of the light reflects that more and just shows it more. There's some people who have very pronounced the smile lines here. I don't know what they're called exactly. You can look at those too, these lines here. What you're going to focus on is imperfections. And obviously I'm saying this as imperfections. So if you have very dark under eyes, you're going to see which light reflect that more or less. And that for everything. You're going to look at blemishes, you're going to look at wrinkles, any smile expressions, anything at all. Another thing that will look brighter is your teeth. So you're not going to smile. You're going to try to be as neutral and poker faced as you can. You don't want any expressions in your face. So you can try to figure out the imperfections just by natural light and not by, wrinkle expressions when you smile, etc. If you can't tell by any of the other things, you can smile slightly and see if one light makes your teeth look whiter or not. So I'm not going to go into this video too much about neutral undertones, because I honestly believe that even though you look good both in gold and silver, there's always one that's going to look better on you. That's one of my beliefs, and from everything that I've seen, there's always one color that just naturally looks better, even though you could pull both of them off, if that makes sense. So with all of this, take your time. This usually takes an expert eye, but you can practice. You can practice a lot in front of the mirror. You can do it with your friends and with your family, and it will take some time for you to notice the little differences. So after you've done the color test and you've experimented with both the gold and silver light, and you've taken your time on trying to figure out what color looks better on you. If silver looks better on you, you're going to be a cool undertone, and if gold looks better on you, you're going to have a warm undertone. What does this mean? In general, I'm not going to get into it too much, but in general it means that if you're a cold undertone, cooler colors will look better on you, and if you're warmer undertones, warmer colors will look better on you. If after all of this you still struggle to know if you are warm undertoned or cool undertoned, that is because in color theory you don't only depend on the temperature. There is 3 aspects or dimensions to color. These are hue and temperature, which is what we would have figured out with our undertone. There is value or depth, which I will talk about in a minute. And there is chroma and clarity. So usually you need to figure out the 3 of them to be able to position yourself in one of the seasons. So in seasonal color analysis, there is 4 seasonal color analysis, which is winter, summer, autumn, and spring. And then there's 12 seasons. So in every season, you will have a different clarity or chroma. So I'm only going to get into the 4 seasons today, but I will be talking about the whole 12 season in another occasion, in another video. So just recapping really quickly. We figured out the temperature, which is either going to be, in this case, cold or warm. The next thing to figure out is the value, depth, or contrast of your skin and your features. So how do we tell the value or the depth or the contrast? I'm just going to stick to the word contrast for now. So how you tell if you have high contrast or low contrast is if your skin compared to your hair, your eyebrows, and your eyes has a contrast. So if you have lighter skin and very, very dark hair compared to your skin, so you don't have to have light skin, you can still be darker skinned and have a contrasting color hair. So if you have a cold temperature, you're either winter or summer. Winter is with high contrast and summer is with lower contrast. So for example, my skin has a cold undertone and I have high contrast between my skin, my hair, my eyebrows, and my eyes. So that fits me into the winter season. If your face, your skin, and your eyebrows and your eyes and your hair are more in harmony, then that means that you have lower contrast or no contrast, and that if you have a cool undertone, you will fit into summer. The same with autumn and with spring. If you have high contrast, you'll be in autumn, and if you don't have contrast, you will be spring. Besides this, little things to have in mind. If you can't figure this part out, if you have high contrast or low contrast, I want you to take some indicators. If your eyes have more depth and shine compared to your skin and hair, etc. And I don't want you to get confused with your eyebrows. It has nothing to do with bushiness. Like, you can have thick eyebrows and still have lower contrast. I've seen this in a lot of men that obviously don't have plucked eyebrows and they still don't have contrast even though they have very thick eyebrows. It's more of the color and the contrast to your skin, to your hair, and your eyes. So it's all these things combined. In recap, we figured out the temperature of our skin, we figured out the value and the depth of our features, but we haven't figured out the chroma or the clarity yet. That will be it for today. I hope that was helpful, and I will definitely be getting more into depth and color analysis in other videos. If you have any questions, please feel free to just comment them and I will definitely answer them. You can also message me on my Instagram. I can give you a hand figuring out what season you are. If this video was helpful, please subscribe, like, and stay tuned for future videos about color theory and color analysis and image consulting. I am more focused on that on this channel and on thrifting. I hope to see you on my next video. Ciao.